Today, once more, we're in the book of Acts, chapter 9. We're continuing on with our question, who is Paul? We'll be reading verses 10 through 12. Remember that Paul, before he was Paul, his name was Saul, and we left off with the journey on the road to Damascus when Christ appeared to Saul and he was blinded. So he was given instructions what to do next, and this continues our story in verse 10, and it reads, "And there was a certain disciple at Damascus named Ananias, and to him said the Lord in a vision, Ananias? And he said, Behold, I am here, Lord. And the Lord said unto him, Arise, and go into the street which is called Straight, and inquire in the house of Judas for one called Saul of Tarsus. For behold, he prayeth, and hath seen in a vision a man named Ananias coming in, and putting his hand on him, that he might receive his sight." Our main focus today is going to be on the floor mat chiming alarm. It's fascinating, so helpful, and has solved a big problem for us. Hello everyone, I'm Carol and welcome to Uplifting Home. We are a Christian-based homemaking channel and we try to strive to put God first in all that we do. So I hope you will enjoy the video and many more videos to come. Check out our channel, subscribe, share, and whatever you feel comfortable doing, and just make yourself at home. So thank you guys for all your prayers and your support and your patience with me. I make plans and then God does the rest. So a lot of times those plans do not come in on time. Sometimes they don't come in at all, so into play. So anyway, we praise God for whatever he gives us in a day, in a week, in a month, whether it's pleasant or not. Praise God. We thank him for his guidance and his presence. So thank you for your prayers, because I have just recovered, hopefully, I sure hope so, from about a month-long major fibro flare. And so it has truly been a challenge. A fibro flare in my 60s is way different than a fibro flare in my 30s or 20s or any other time in my adult life. This has been a very, if you've been here for a while, you know this has been a very long journey for me. And so many sufferers of chronic illness, such as fibromyalgia and chronic fatigue. And my heart just goes out to all of you guys that have these conditions. Mine started at age 19 and I'm now 65. So it has been a long struggle. Anyway, okay, so we feel like from waking up this morning that we are past this flare finally, because I went in and out, where I thought I was okay, and then it just flared right back up. So I expected to have a one wall at a time cleaning video with my friend Corey on her channel, with a collab with her. That's what I thought was going to happen in the next series of videos, but that's got kind of backed up now. And so we're just going to have to just kind of play it by ear and see. And I appreciate her so much because she explained to me, I was so concerned about it. I don't like saying I'm going to do something and then not showing up for it. So, but she was so kind, and she said, well, that is one of the reasons, you know, one of the, her goals for making this wall-to-wall, as she calls it, cleaning, it should be centered around the person's needs. So I was so thankful and relieved that she understood, and I just love her channel, and I hope you go check her channel out as well. She has such a soothing personality, and she's very smart. So has this concept of cleaning a wall at a time and going as slow as you need to do. Maybe if it's a large wall, or even if it's not a large wall, if it's a space that you can comfortably clean in a day or in a few minutes, at your comfort level, then that's what you do. And you just kind of work and progress until that wall is done. So let's get on with the video, and I hope you'll find something, at least something in the video that will uplift your day and remind you that as a Christian homemaker, you are in God's plan, and the work is truly important. Okay? So let's get on. The other day, I began a ironing my aprons video, and this has been such a pleasure for me to have ironed aprons. So I started the video, right? And about halfway through, the main part of the body of the video, I thought it was recording, and it wasn't. Don't you just love it when that happens? And it happens often. So anyway, hopefully in the near future, I can kind of add in those clips, the main body of the ironing of the aprons. When I iron my aprons, I have found that they look so much newer and crisp, and the same goes with my work dresses. I mean, they get worn to death, and if I iron them and then put them on with an ironed apron, it looks like brand new outfit. I mean, it looks crisp and clean and creased and just polished. And it really adds a lot of pleasure to my day. So I can't always do this, of course, but when I can, it is such a joy. So on this day, just to make things a lot easier and faster, I've just folded a towel into 4 layers. This is a really thick bath towel, and I've just laid it here on top of the washer and dryer. Didn't have to get my ironing board out, and that works beautifully. I do my aprons and my work dresses this way, both. And it saves a lot of time and frustration with that silly ironing board. One day I'm going to make my own ironing board for my ironing board closet. For now, it's this way for the fast version, and it's get out the ironing board, the old school ironing board, the rest of the time. But like I said, I don't always get to iron, but I really, really enjoy ironing, the process of ironing, and I enjoy the way clothes look after they're ironed. And a couple of weeks ago, I did a deep clean, a Clorox soak of our kitchen sink. And I was hoping to get a video made of that as well. And I also have a new way of dealing with stinky trash, and I look forward to kind of sharing that with you as well. So, but we'll talk about that later. And this morning for breakfast, we had some delicious Southern style sausage with some cooked apples with warm spices in them. And last week, I actually got brave enough to finally attempt cleaning those dirty glider rocker pads, and I can't wait to share that experience with you as well. I am very, very pleased. So I'll try to put that video together for you in the near future, and you can see how I went about doing this process. One morning when I woke up, this is what I found. Several different spots of accidents. We don't know which pup it was, but sometimes they're not able to wake us up when they need to go out during the night. So we had to come up with some sort of solution, and quickly, because this can't go on. Does this ever happen to you guys? Has it ever happened to you all? And if so, how did you take care of it? We found this mat that chimes whenever someone steps on it, and that's what we decided to try. So the first day, as practice, so to get the pups used to it, I placed the mat, which crinkles a little bit if it doesn't have anything over top of it. I placed the mat underneath a throw that I use for a rug. This particular chime mat has a 30-foot cord. It's battery operated, and also you can plug it into the electrical outlet as well. And it chimes, or it gives off a loud noise if you want something to scare something. But I wanted, of course, the pups to get used to it and not to be scared at all. Since the chime or the sound is so far away from the mat itself, the pups had no trouble being scared or even associating the sound of the chime with the mat itself. So that was a wonderful thing. I have it on the lowest sound setting, but it's still, I think, just a tiny bit too loud. So I just wrapped a towel around it like that. But he doesn't seem to even pay any attention to the sound. Okay, there he goes off. And so what I'm going to do is turn it back on. You turn the chime on here. Okay, that's what the chime is going to sound like. I have it on the lowest, as I said. Okay, now Isaac is up there, so he could possibly jump down. Okay, I tried to call him over to me, but okay, here he goes. There we go. Good boy, Joseph. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. So I think this will definitely work because Joseph is heavy enough to set it off. It can be under the rug. Here we go again. This is great. Here goes Isaac. Is he going to jump down? Probably not. Here's some traffic. Okay, he's not going to jump. But yay. I think this is going to work. Oh, I hope so. This has really been a struggle for us. So hopefully it'll work for us, and it will give you guys that's having the same challenge new hope. So this morning I'm going to just spray down a detangler on the pups and kind of work on their hair just a little bit. They have gotten way behind because of my fibro flare. I've not been able to work on them, and I've kept their hair long this winter, and so this is what's happening now. So this is Isaac. He's first. Next you'll see Joseph just a little bit. Their hair is just really, really long. I've left it long this winter for warmth, and they look really cute with the longer hair. Joe likes the grooming. Isaac, he's not too sure. He wants to be up here, but he also likes to be the growler. So after a really long fibro flare, seems like everything needs my attention. But the key to staying, getting over and staying for as long as possible back into a good rhythm of things is, and with as little pain as possible, is pacing and not trying to get everything done at once, because that will put us chronic pain people right back off of our feet with no energy, and it just starts to cycle all over again. Does that feel good? Feels good. Yeah. Getting all that extra hair off that's just hanging around there and dead. You see all that? Both pups have beautiful hair when it's well taken care of. And they both smell really good when they're well taken care of. And my hair is wet, by the way. I've just gotten out of the shower. Having the pups as part of our family gives us something to take care of, and it gives us something that loves us back and is always accepting of us. So we try to be as patient as we can, and as accepting of them as well. So it seems, well, actually, I got out of the shower and we went outside. The sun is out really pretty and warm today. And so we've just got back in, and I thought that kind of energized me, the shower together with the fresh air outside and the sunshine. Kind of energized me a little bit, where I felt like I could start in doing a little grooming on them. So just gentle, slow, pacing myself. I have some laundry in. And like I said, I've got my shower, dressed, got some sunlight. So it's all good. The chiming mat at night. Well, it's actually working out really, really well. It's woken me up every time. We've not had any accidents since the mat has been installed, and I'm well pleased, very well pleased. It works every single time. I've not plugged it in. I've only been using the batteries, but let's see, how long have we been using it? A little over a week, I think. But they had gotten to the point where somebody was getting up almost every night and having at least one accident. But the time that you have seen in these clips, that night did it for me. I said, okay, we've been having this problem for so long. There needs to be a solution, and quickly. And so that's when I discovered the mats. And so that night started the search. And so, we did find the mats, praise God, and it is working out very, very well. So I highly recommend up to this point, and I don't see why they wouldn't continue working as long as they're in the pathway of where the pups are going to step, and that your pup, you get them kind of acclimated to being used to stepping on the mat or stepping on the rug that's on top of the mat, and that way it doesn't ever scare them. And I also like the fact that the chime is way far away from the rug or the mat. And that way our pups don't associate that sound with stepping on the mat, so it doesn't scare them at all. It does my heart good when I hear that chime go off during the night. I think, oh yes, I don't mind at all getting up and letting them out, because I know they won't be having to come in here searching for a place to go to the bathroom and not being able to know how to wake us up. And so the mats are working out, or the mat is working out great. So that's all for today, and I'm going to put some playlists from our channel, the Uplifting Home channel, down in the description box below. I'll put some cleaning playlist, I'll put a cooking playlist, and just kind of a variety of playlists where you can check out your own personal preferences and needs and interests. That way you can kind of visit the channel and get an idea of what we're all about, because we've got some new subscribers along the way, and we really appreciate your patience with us and your understanding. Okay, so love you, take care, see you next time. Bye now.